The following game has no ESRB rating, nor is there a listing of any sort of restrictive content that may appear in the game. However, I do know for a fact that it does include violence, bloodshed, explosions, fire, and the death of people and various animals. So, if I were to guess as to what its rating would be, I would say either teen or mature. So, that being said, viewer discretion is advised, and I recommend that anyone under the age of 13 not watch the following video. You have been warned.
Greetings and salutations, I am Outlier, and I bid you welcome to this channel. Joining me today is, of course, my usual co-hosts, Snowball and Wolf. And today we're returning back to Rimworld. We've never played a game where you just go around and changing people's car tires. Yes, I'm fairly certain. I'm sure I do somewhere in the pile, but we've never played it on this channel before. The general premise of Rimworld is that you manage a bunch of colonists which either crash land on the surface of a planet or walk in from the edge of the map, depending upon how you set up the initial starting point, and which point you then build a colony and play the game for as long as possible until all your colonists get brutally murdered and / or killed in some surprisingly thought out ways. Actually, I've never seen that option. I'm sure there's a mod for that somewhere. But anyway, I digress. I say usually because if you haven't seen any of the prior episodes that I've made of this game, I am doing something slightly different, where my colonies still drop onto the surface of the planet, but I gave them equipment and are thematically playing them as a group of space marines sent there to fight the pirates on the planet. Yes, one would argue that it is in fact a suicide mission. But my people still persevere, and in fact they've even been able to grow in number. The only problem I haven't been able to continue on with their mission is that in my head the mission was supposed to play out where they just basically leapfrogged from pirate base to pirate base on the way to the landed spaceship, which is actually a dedicated quest in the game. At which point they would modify the spaceship to fit everybody if the default spaceship that the game gives you doesn't fit all 10 people. At which point they then take off and go home. While I have taken out 2 pirate bases, I haven't actually moved from either of those spots yet. And my plan was to actually have at the very least left the satellite facility that I have a few people manning. But winter set in. So travel times, even though they are rather close and generally on a road, increase during winter, and I've not played in between episodes, so it's still generally the sort of winter. I'm hoping once the thaw comes in, I can actually take apart the base, and hopefully by that point I'll have some means of traversing the landscape other than walking, if I can manage to keep everybody fed for that long. But I digress. This game is of course made by Thank you again. That being said, let us begin. So, welcome to the ongoing mission of the 789th Mechanized Infantry Combat Team. This is the combat team. The original people are the guys in powered armor. I do have two people at the satellite facility of I forget the names. So the primary base is Forward Operating Base Antioch, and the satellite facility is Forward Operating Base Colonists. As of last mission, we got hit with a climate adjuster, which is adjusting the climate plus or minus, I think, 20 to 30 degrees. I don't exactly remember. And it's guarded by a Manhunter pack of 3 Ibexes. I haven't actually bothered to take it out because it's actually making Antioch warmer. So it's in the middle of the night and halfway through winter, almost halfway through winter, and it's a balmy 56 degrees Fahrenheit, as opposed to Tolona's, which is 44. So it's technically playing to my benefit, given the fact that all the crops I have available for my colonists to eat are a small thing of potatoes, a slightly larger than small thing of corn, a whole bunch of Mega Sloth and Muffalo corpses, which they acquired last episode, and then this whole patch, which is nothing but hay grass for the animals to eat. So that's what's going so far. I am in the process of trying to have Hercules or Sky or both try to take apart this thing, which served as excess storage when I had a whole pile of stuff just sitting around. So Antioch is doing better than it used to. They currently have 141 units of food. So they shouldn't be starving relatively soon. We do have a massive pile of steel. I don't think I've ever actually had that much steel. Also have 100 units of herbal medicine, so they should be good on meds for right now. Oh, I almost forgot. So the objective is to... Objectives to check the quests. So ship to the stars. So we go to... So the end result of this playthrough, assuming I don't get everybody killed, is to get to this landed ship, which is all the way on the other side of the world. Somewhere. So the landed ship is up here, and my crew is here. So if we take the route planner and plan from Antioch, looking at our journey midwinter of 56.7 days. Going, where exactly are they going? Now every time I do this, in every different season that I do this in, it takes them around a different path. Usually it's like along the southern rim of things. But it looks like this time, in the middle of winter, for the first time I've ever seen it do this, it's actually heading north. So it looks like it's taking this main road, going cross country or again, across through whatever terrain this is. Yeah, usually they come at the landed ship from the south. And sometimes I've actually seen them go this route. But, so it's going to take them a while. And while they don't need to wipe out every pirate facility, which is the Red Skull and Crossbones, I would have liked them to take out more than, say, 2 before they leave. So if they are going north this way, they are probably going to have to hit a couple of these guys. My current plan, once Tolonis is fully disassembled or destroyed, because one of the things that I'm working on, well, one of the storyline points that I'm choosing to work with is that anytime they hit a base and anything they can't salvage and take with them, they have to destroy, so that way pirates can't come back in and rebuild. I haven't done that with this facility because there's been so many interesting things to borrow and develop. And that's why it's been about what? We've been here for 2 years? 100 days. And if each year is 60 days, a little over a year and a half, and we haven't actually moved. So my plan is to eventually actually go down this way, try to take out these 3 facility pirate strong points, and then go up this way, which is what the plan originally had me do. Well, the last route planner that I had took me basically along that route. Could also basically go this way and just hit this city and then this facility and then this one and then this one. But that's not an issue for right now. For right now, we're just basically trying to survive, well, not get everybody killed. And Megosloth 1 has returned to the wild due to lack of maintenance, because we haven't been able to keep it tamed. Also, 3 of my people are wearing tattered clothing. Guessing it's the powered armor that they have. And unfortunately, while I did have them drop in with a ridiculously amount of high-powered equipment, the one thing I didn't give them was the ability to make replacements. Or jump pad. I don't recall seeing that before. Alright, so Warg is hunting one of my lambs for food. Who was nearby? In fact, where is lamb 3? 2, 7. Oh, there's lamb 3. Lamb 3 is actually still inside the building. Okay then. The Warg managed to get in and eat lamb 3. Now we're definitely going to have to kill it. I was going to say, how exactly did you get through, but I think it ripped a hole in the wall. Alright, shoot the thing. Alright, so lamb 3 has been torn to death and most likely eaten. Whereas the Warg is injured. And we're going to have to finish that. Shock due to pain. Well, you know, shortly it's going to be food, so there's that. And now it's food. Alright, so what's wrong with Ophelia? Oh, she just got hit in the head by a muffalo. So off in the secondary side, oh look, a ewe is pregnant. one dies, another's going to be born in about a month. As for the secondary site, Hercules is just hauling stuff around, as is Sky, because they were low on resources, so I just had them harvest every last herbal medicine I could have them find. So Jets is currently making a chain shotgun for somebody. Bowman is currently researching long blades, simply because it's there and why not. Because Ophelia is currently resting. Minoka's taking over primary cooking duties, which will probably explain why nobody's making kibble. Because I only have really 3 cooks, one of them, Sky, is not here. So we also had visitors, which I hadn't noticed. So who's good at social? I can never remember. Alright, so it looks like Tater, our resident everything, has the highest social stat. So let's see what they have to trade. He's just moving slow to move slow. Alright, so they have a couple prepackaged survival meals, some components, some medicine, and some smoke leaf, as well as a phyla. They also have 94 coin to their name. Do I actually want any? Well, you know what? We'll take the components and the medicine. They probably need the meals to go home, so. And we'll just sell a bunch of poor and broken stuff until we aren't paying them in money. Because when I have a whole pile of stuff, why not just pay them in stuff? Like thusly. So that should technically leave them with 9 silver. So we get silver, some medicine, and some components. And they get a bunch of clothes and some weapons I'm not using. I think that's a fair trade. Of course, it doesn't matter what I think. Mega Sloth is still wild, isn't it? Much as I enjoy having Mega Sloths because of the wool, given their wild nature, they are generally a pain in the butt to take care of, especially when you don't have enough resources and a high enough person with animal skills to keep them tame, sedated, useful, whatever. Walk up here. And shoot the thing. Now, I should probably keep the animals out of the resource pile. So, do that real quick. That way they're just not wandering about in here. I did actually put this under no roofs, right? Yeah, remove roof area. Oh, Long Blades is finished. So, go to the research screen. You know, let's have. What I would like is transport pods. And you need biofuel refining and microelectronics. So you know what? Let's go with biofuel refining. I mean, the transport pods should actually help to keep transit times down. And Chief is having a major break risk. What is Chief's problems? And he's unhappy because he's hungry. He slept in the cold. He wants to be augmented. He hates his bedroom. He ate without a table. We got plenty of tables. And he's in an ugly environment. And then Blue is just picking out on food because she also has a awful bedroom. Well, you know, if people would actually clean up the vomit, it wouldn't be awful. And the blood. For now, I do have, well, somewhat plenty of food, so... I think surprisingly peaceful. Of course, Blue's just picking out and picking out and picking out. I mean, she's clearly eating at a table. I don't know why it says eating without a table. Oh look, rare thrumbos. A small herd of thrumbos has wandered into the area. Peaceful by nature, these rare creatures are extremely dangerous when confronted. Some traders are willing to pay a lot of money for the precious leather and horn. Thrumbos will leave the area in a few days. Well, that's cool. I fully intend to leave them alone. Look at the info. Gigantic, graceful creature of unknown origin. The Thrumbo is gentle by nature, but extremely dangerous when enraged. While its long fur is exceptionally beautiful, its hide is also incredibly resilient to damage. Its razor-sharp horn fetches a huge price. Legends say that an old Thrumbo is the wisest creature in the universe. It simply chooses not to speak. And this particular Thrumbo is 98 years old, whereas the other one is only 48. Interesting. And both of them are girls. Oh look, we actually have a herd of horses over here. What other wildlife is in the area? We have a grizzly bear that's injured. From what? He fought in a turkey. Grab that real quick. Alright, so Mega Sloth, a couple of Thrumbos, a bunch of horses, some alpaca, 2 turkeys, a raccoon, some boom rats, hare, rat, and 2 squirrels. I'm actually relatively good on food for right now, so... I mean, I still have 3, 4, 5 Muffalo and 4 Mega Sloth carcasses unbutchered, and each one has plenty of meat on them. So. I'm guessing she's just going to eat until she collapses and falls asleep. Or she'll just stop and then probably fall asleep, or just clean dirt and then collapse. Oh look, and Ophelia is now fully healed, so she can help out in the kitchen. And Chief is... oh, he is usually displeased. And Blue has fallen asleep. Why she just doesn't go to bed, I have no idea. Maybe that's why no one's taking apart the roof. Ah, more sheep are pregnant. Goody. As is a yak. This is one thing that happens when I get a bunch of herd animals. I don't want to risk them in combat, nor slaughter them for food unless I absolutely have to. So I just basically have a pair of, well, pretty much everything to get my grubby little mitts on, and then they just start reproducing like, like animals. It's actually freezing now. Interesting. In terms of muffalo, I only have 2 male muffalos, so... Let me spare muffalo over here. Squirrels, rats, bloom rats, guinea pig, raccoons, turkey, gazelles, wild boar, timber wolf, some ibexes, no. Well, for some reason there's a rhino just sitting right here. Good travelers who's passing by. Oh, good for them. Alright, so since I upgraded Hercules' I set Hercules to Royal Tribute Collector. So, Royal Tribute Collector from the Refugee Empire is approaching. They will accept any prisoners and gold you offer as tribute. The one who gives over the tribute will receive honor for fulfilling traditions supporting the upper houses. Expect Tribute Collector to arrive. You can expect a Tribute Collector to arrive roughly twice per year as long as you are not enemies with the Refugee Empire. They will hang around the colony for some time before leaving. You can attack them, but this will anger their faction. And, another much like burning everything we don't take with us, the rule that I'm trying to play by, is that they can't accept royal favor because they work for a different government. On top of that, I have neither prisoners nor gold, so I have nothing to give this guy. Or his ridiculously well-armed retinue. Increase the size of that. Because they maxed out the size available for storage for hay grass, and we still have quite a bit of it left. Also getting some kibble in too. A potato plant has died because of the cold. Well, it is just the 2 of them, and they do have 83 units of food left, so hopefully it'll be enough for now. And an alpaca is pregnant. Goody. Alright, so they now research biofuel refining. Build biofuel refineries to make chem fuel from biological matter like wood or foodstuffs. Alright, no, people are just liking their bedrooms, so let's research carpet making, see if they like that for flooring better. Because it does require cloth, which... I do have a rather decent amount of. Also, a ridiculously large amount of alpaca wool. Production. Where is the chem fuel refinery? Oh, biofuel refinery. Okay, so that won't fit there. Could put it here. I don't think that'll be blocking the door. Put a chair there. If it does block the door, well then, I got this door. Actually, let's not have the animals walk around in here either. And everybody is now asleep. So where do we get the eggs from? But no, I think it's just milk. Yeah, they probably milked a yak. Do sheep give milk? I don't know. That's a ram. That's another ram. That's a third ram. Technically, that was an 11. That was the 11th ram, but not a pack animal. It's plain leather. Does not actually say. Does not say if they drop anything. Although if we look in the panel right here, it just says wool growth. So there's milk fullness. So Wanderer joined Jenny. A cosmetic surgeon named Jenny has arrived and is joining the colony. She's willing to contribute but will not leave voluntarily. Don't want Jenny, you can banish her, sell her into slavery, or simply kill her. However, your other colonists may find this disturbing. Okay, so she is a 31-year-old woman. Decent intellectual. She is, well, she's a cosmetic surgeon, so she actually has decent medical skills. She's also an artist and has somewhat good animal husbandry skills. She's a bad shot and a bad fighter, and don't ask her to build anything. She also can't cook. She's also incapable of dumb labor, so she won't haul or clean, and incapable of cooking. She's also abrasive, and she'll say exactly what's on her mind, especially if it's bugging her, even if it tends to rub people the wrong way. And she's an aesthetic, which means she's forsaken physical comforts and enjoyments in favor of simple, pure lifestyle. Becoming habit, she has a bedroom that's too impressive. She also dislikes fancy food and prefers to eat raw. Never judge others by their appearance. And when she was a child, she was a spoiled child, and she was the child of an industrial space engineer. Her parents forbade most manual and dangerous tasks, so she learned art and music instead. She loved animals, but her parents never let her have a pet, although she played with other people's pets a lot. And she became a cosmetic surgeon, where she has a terrible bedside manner due to her abrasiveness. She often bullied her patients into getting cosmetic surgery. Made a lot of money this way. While very studious and careful with her work, she never had to lift a finger doing domestic chores. Okay. So she should kind of ish, sort of, maybe, but probably not really fit right in. So we'll have her. Is the only other intellectual type person I have. Apparently also Yoko, to do research. Would be Bowman. But this is the closest thing I have to primary doctor other than Tater. So she'll be the primary doctor for now. Everybody gets these set to 1. Anything with a square on it gets set to 1 as well. Or 2. Nah, 1. Then anything that starts with a number goes to 2. Any blank squares that don't have a number in them get to 3. Anything with a red box around it goes to 4. Okay, so that's Jenny. I have a spare bed. I actually have several spare beds. Sign. And she has a revolver. Do I have any other better weapons? Sniper rifle would probably be a bad idea given the fact she has a 1 in shooting. But I don't see any other. I mean, I do have a machine pistol. Yeah, we'll give her that. For now. If you can't get quality, you gotta go with quantity. She is going to need a better coat, though. Make one wrong button. We will make one extra parka. Is bison now? Interesting. We'll not make it out of hyperweave because I don't have much of that. Alright, so Hercules and Sky are both idle, and it looks like the roof is down. Not completely. Yeah, it's probably like, I do have... Toggle roof visibility. Alright, so it doesn't actually have any roof. Okay. So on that note, we just simply take down the wall. And we now have a spare parka, and Chief is wandering around simply because he has a poor mood and he ate without a table. We have tables. I just keep saying he's eating without a table. And Jenny has now taken the parka. Should probably build multiple. Just curious, but okay, so they can actually go out this way. Still. Alright, so Mushinto, I'm always mispronouncing his name, and Donkey 2 have formed a bond and named the donkey Cornet. Try not to get Cornet killed, although I make no promises. Just expand this slightly. Not breaking anything, and there's no real emergency right now, so... Another alpaca's pregnant. And, this building is no longer in existence. Put a wooden floor down. Deconstruct this wall. Actually, I realized there's no heater in here. What is the temperature? 47 degrees. So quest available, rewarded violence. Alright, so new quest is available. Maurice Nospro, a Stellarch of the Refugee Empire, is making a request of you. 3 groups of tribespeople from the Kanto Alliance have been harassing his caravans in the area. Nospro has asked you send them a challenging message to them, attracting them to attack and eliminate the threat yourself. First group of tribe peoples composed of 1 berserker chief, 5 berserkers, 1 penitent, and 9 warriors. So that's 1, 6, 7, 16 people. 2 similar groups will arrive thereafter, except tribes people arrive in 3 days. Does not say which settlement, so... Oh, FOB Antioch. And so I can either accept for good, because again, we can't accept for royal favor. We can accept for goodwill, we can accept for an Elix staff, an Elix shirt, and some gold, or an Elix vest, a psychic reader, and some plasteel. Well, I have 7 days to decide, which means I'll just ignore it for now and then promptly forget it. And Chief is now suffering a major break. Yeah, it's actually cold in here. I thought I saw a spare heater. There we are. So I thought I saw a spare heater. But we could technically just park it right there. Alright. Floor. And where's power? There's the power grid this way, then this way, then this way. can't pick up the biofuel refinery moving around. So what we'll do is move it to here. We'll build a copy there and deconstruct that one. And then reinstall the chair. Here. Right? Yeah. And also put in a simple research bench right there. Suffering from bad temperature. Give it a minute for it to warm up and we should be fine. Put in another chair right there, as well as a standing lamp. Alright, so this is now completely empty, so we'll just get rid of that dumping zone. Because that was where I was putting the tainted equipment that my fallen enemies just simply dropped there. So you can make chem fuel from wood or organoids. And we have the option of making it from various foods or raw resources. So I'm constantly running out of food, so I don't want to make it out of food. I do have a large pile of wood though. But it's my primary building material because originally I wasn't expecting, oh look, carbon making is done, but because I wasn't expecting it to be, I wasn't expecting to stay here for that long. Alright, so research screen, let's go with penicillin, pemmican, not penicillin. Penicillin's a drug that, well, it's mold that people have turned into medicine heal the sick and injured and dying. I just realized they're doing that there. Okay. Put that to 2. Don't really have an artist's workbench. I should build one. I don't have a stonecutter's bench now that I look at it. Probably need stone more so than I would art. So, of course, now I do have this space right here. That there. Oh, there's the art bench. The artist bench right there. Move the lamp up one. And furniture. That there and there. Alright, so now we have 2 people researching, so it shouldn't take as long. And Mare 2 has given birth. So I have, I guess, another horse. And all the carcasses have been butchered. Huh. Did not realize that line was still there. Yes, I know I haven't looked at that quest again. Another storyline piece that I have in regards to this game is that my people can't declare war on a non-pirate faction. So basically, if they don't start hostile to the tribe that they're fighting, I don't want them going to war against them. And yes, I'm well aware that the tribe they want me to fight is I'm currently at hostile relations with, but it's, again, 13 tribespeople, and I don't really feel like fighting them. Plus, the defense, while I call it a forward operating base, the defenses around Antioch are pitiful. I mean, the only defensive sandbags I have are the initial pirate built ones, which encompass the kitchen and food area, the battery chamber, the dining hall, and the rec room. That's what passes for the rec room, as well as the corn, cotton, and potato fields, and the solar panels kind of overflow the defensive line. Everything else is outside. The same technically with Colonists, at least it would be if I bothered to actually build anything here. And it's also 3 groups of 13 tribes people, I'm assuming a piece. I don't feel like fighting 39 people with sticks. Even if they do just simply have sticks. Just have them make random stone blocks. What sort of like random chem fuel just sitting there? That was weird. You know, I really need to sort this stuff out. Oh, there's the chain shotgun. So who did I make the chain shotgun for? Charge rifle, charge rifle, charge lance, charge rifle, charge rifle, charge rifle, charge lance, charge. I don't know why I checked them. I know that they have energy-based weapons. Blue's got a sniper rifle, Chief has a sniper rifle, Minoka has a bolt-action rifle, Yoko has a chain shotgun as well, and then Jenny has a machine pistol. Blue has a shooting of 6, and Chief has a shooting of 9. Whereas Minoka have a shooting of 2, and Yoko has a shooting of 6. Yeah, we'll give it to... where'd it go? There we go. Give it to Minoka. Probably need 3 more. Alright, so they finished researching pemmican, which allows them to make pemmican, a preserved mixture of meat and plant matter that doesn't go bad for a long time. Great for traveling. So basically, it's the prequel version to prepackaged meals, which I believe they also have. Yeah, packaged survival meals. I have a bunch of hops. Let's go with beer brewing next. Why are they sleeping in the cold? It's in the 50s. I guess 1 heater isn't enough to keep everything, to keep all this whole area warm. Well, what is the temperature set to? Target temperature is 70 degrees. A random guinea pig just sitting there. There's now a lynx, small herd of guinea pigs as well. Well, it's now the 14th of winter. Which means spring should be tomorrow. And I am now faced with a manhunter pack of Yorkshire Terriers. And they're attacking Colonists. Well, that woke the gazelles up. One Yorkshire down. Two down. Alright, so that's everybody. And they should now be made into some more Yorkshire Terrier Rocky. And they finished beer brewing. I wonder if that's where the chemical is coming from. Minoka's suffering from minor break risk. Some ambrosia has sprouted. And he's finished at least one chain shotgun. Ah, there we are. Give that one to Blue. Another thing of ambrosia sprouted at colonists. Interesting. And Blue was just idle. But when your work is just basically to run around and clean things, I guess, you know, there isn't much to do once everything's clean. And a psychic ship has arrived. A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed nearby. Colonists can feel in the back of their mind, extorting unspeakable acts. It must have an onboard machine persona with psychic projection ability. And this persona is not friendly. Destroy it as soon as possible. Beware, it will probably defend itself. Which location is it in? Okay, so it's at Antioch, and it comes with 3 Lancers and 2 Pikemen. So we're probably going to need to deal with this sooner rather than later. Everybody up and at 'em. Of course, I do wonder if the fires will actually burn the mechanoids. What was that? The Scyther already has a middle finger. Yeah, left middle finger shot off. So, one mechanoid starts, well, missing a piece. Well, they're all asleep, so we should probably actually get as close as we possibly can. Minus, of course, the fires. But, let's just shoot this one. You're dead. Shoot that. You're dead. Focus fire on the Lancers. There's actually 4 Lancers, okay. And you. You. And then you. Okay, so that's everybody. Undraft people. And injuries are Mushuto has been shot in the left foot by a charge lance. He's also lost 2 toes, and he's going to be dead in 16 hours. And it tells me that was from friendly fire. And Minoko will be dead in 7 hours, also due to friendly fire. So, one thing I probably should build is a hospital. So, Mushuto rests until healed, Minoko rests until healed. I'm assuming everybody's fine? Everybody else is fine? Yeah, Bowman got bitten in the eye once, but that's not from this fight. Yeah, everybody else is fine. Okay. So, on that note, home location. Everybody else put out this fire. Alright, so let me put it this way. Everybody else who isn't injured or, you know, the medical people, put out this fire. So there's actually 3 Lancers and a Scyther in this. Alright, now that the fires are done, we go here, and we shoot this thing. Problem solved. And it drops 10 plus steel, a component, an advanced component, and some regular steel. And a bunch of scrap. Okay. How are the injured getting along? Okay, so since Mashudo well, he has longer to die before Minoka does, we'll have Tater take care of Mashudo, well, actually. Yeah, Tater and the new girl are the medical professionals. Yeah, he's got a 5 in medicine that made him the doctor. And Jenny is researching, so we'll have her priorities tending Minoka. Her nose was shot off. But she should now no longer be dying. Just needs to, heal. Golden Retriever suffering from starvation. Expand that area so that way hopefully they make more kibble. Of course, I'm out of plant matter to make kibble with. Looks like the corn should be done soon. So I need a dumping stockpile for these rocks. Alright, so they finished researching Dervistrand. We'll actually go with recurve bow right now. What was I? Lures. I don't have sterile tile yet, so spring has begun. Goody. Make it 10 by 10. This will be our hospital area. And Squirrel has self-tamed. Goody. U5 has given birth. have much of a plan for this thing in terms of design-wise, so it's just basically put whatever wherever. That's not exactly true. The doors will try to maintain symmetry. And the beds will go, well, every other. Don't want the animals in here, but I do want to expand the home zone around it. I do also want to connect it to the power grid. And there's now a mad squirrel. Okay then. I have one steel mini turret that I forgot. I thought this mini turret right here is from the original pirate base. I thought they all got destroyed from various things back before I could build replacements. Apparently, it's still around. So there's that. And they finished the recurved bow, so let's get them working on the great bow. Even though I can actually make actual guns, I like having everything researched. More animals are starving. Of course, now we're low on meat. Kibble requires both meat and grain. So we'll take out the ibexes, these tortoises, the raccoons, the entire herd of guinea pigs, the hare, and these rats. The hares and these rats. I usually don't hunt the boomalope or the boom rats unless it's raining, because when the boom rats and boomalopes die, they explode. Also, we'll take this turkey. I'll leave the horses alone for now, as well as the alpaca. I need the lynx to be able to hunt something, otherwise they'll start going after my stuff and people. And the mega sloths as well. Alright, so now that it's spring, what I'm going to do is, who isn't needed here? Going to form a caravan. And they're going to go to Talonis, but who isn't needed? Who I need for cleaning? Mushudo, I think, is still injured. This is Minoka. Jenny needs to stay because she's technically the doctor. So we'll take Tater, who's the cook. We'll keep Lincoln. Bowman is also researching. So go with Yoko, Stanislav. So Jenny stays. Jet. That's what, 4 people? The alpacas. Muffalo. Donkey. Basically anything that can be used as a pack animal. I don't know why it stacks some animals but not others. I think my horses can be used as pack animals. No, it says, like, where are the hyperleaf stuff? What And we now have plenty of food. Even if it will rot in 3.3 days, they have 5 days of it. So it'll take half a day to get there anyway. Yeah, we should be good. Send it out. And once they get to Talonis, they'll start packing up more of this stuff and take apart a few more things. Till eventually there won't be anything left, and we can abandon the site. Start wood. So looks like I'm actually out of wood for some reason. And the caravan's on its way. Let's harvest that healer just for fun. Of course, now there's a mad squirrel at colonists of all places. And we're now under siege. So siege are different from, slightly different from actual raids. Rather than just showing up and attacking your base, they'll show up, build defenses, and then start shelling your base with mortars. Six, seven, eight, 9 people. I mean, I do like sieges. If you actually wait for them to build up the defenses and they start building the mortars, you can actually attack them. And if you're lucky, you can actually take the mortars intact. Let's shoot this links real quick. Up on the way back. And yeah, so they dropped off a whole bunch of supplies. They're building fortifications here, here, and here, and that took mortar. Let's close that. But I don't feel like having them shell my base, so what we're going to do is we're just going to show up and shoot them. Alright, and they probably, my guys probably should actually be hiding behind cover. She's now on top. So we'll have her go here. She got hit in the head. She actually got hit in the head. Alright, so it's like 2 of them are already dead. 3 of them are already dead. You're left. 6. Go up here. Here. So Philly needs rescue. Dead in 17 hours. Jenny rescue her. And the remaining people from the hostile non-pirate faction are now fleeing, leaving me with 6 corpses and a whole bunch of stuff. Also, Ophelia is... I guess Jenny's already hauling her off. But Lincoln is, well, injured, but will be fine. Yoko is in no immediate danger. Bowman's uninjured. Blue is in no immediate danger. And Jenny's in no immediate danger. Have her set to self-tend. And another quest is now available. But first things first. Make this a home area so that way people will actually, you know, deal with the fires. And Blue is going on a food binge. Well, it's not like she's bleeding or anything. Alright, so what's this quest? The Brigand Lair. Maurus Nobu, a high stellarch of the Refugee Empire, sent us a message. Apparently, Outlanders based in a nearby camp have been raiding their caravans. The camp is controlled by the Colteller Kinley. Sir is asking us to destroy the camp, which means eliminating all enemies and turrets. She says it's a bandit campsite guarded by 8 Outlanders. And he'll give either Goodwill and whatever camp loot there is, an Eltex helmet, Eltex skull cap, an Eltex robe, or an a good Eltex staff, some plasteel, and loot. And it's going to be within proximity of Colonists, which is nearby the Antioch, so might as well be the same. But I got 6 corpses from the bandits. Miscellaneous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add more space to the graveyard. Because why not? Alright, so fires are out. Get rid of that. Just claim all of this. And then deconstruct it. I mean, I'd strip the corpses, but anything that they leave behind, any clothes that they're wearing when they died, are flagged as tainted, and I can't really sell them or even use them. So, it's not really much point, truth be told. So, Ophel's been tended to. Yoko's still injured. Blue's still injured, and she's actually on drugs, apparently. The big word was Ophelia, but she's on the mend now, so no problem there. And the caravan has arrived. And the first thing they got to do is get it on. Okay, so what I should do is uninstall these, unroof this area, and take this area apart. The Chief is undergoing a shooting frenzy. Wasn't he? Yeah, he was having a psychotic break just now. Well, during the siege, so he couldn't participate. Lucky for him. I had them deconstruct the beds, didn't I? Alright, so I'm going to remove the roofs here as well. And Jed is throwing a party over at Colonists. And Lincoln is hiding in his room. Who's no longer picking out on food. She's just injured. And so we're just gonna go start the process of finishing up deconstructing Talonus. So in the process of removing the roof here. We'll take this whole area apart. Once that's done, they'll still be able to cook food at the fire. We'll probably take apart the resource area and ship everything back. Better take out this building as well. The last rooms I want to take care of are this room where Hercules and Sky are sleeping in, and the food and the fridge area. So I'll take apart these rooms. Yeah, I mean, they won't need these beds if they're leaving. And then once they drop all that stuff off, I'll send another caravan out, and then they'll pick up the last rooms and basically take apart anything that's left. So hopefully, Talonus will then be fully deconstructed and we can just simply say goodbye to the site. You know what? Let's accept for the plasteel. So I got 14 days to take out a bandit encampment, which is now... Where is it? All the way over there. Alright, so deal with that. We also have to deal with this eventually because it's no longer winter. If it's increasing the temperature, it's going to be a problem in summer. But that's another issue for another time because I am calling it here. Everybody stay safe from the plague and have a good day.